pimpin', diddy boppin', moving to the left. Just keep the swag tight, bring it back to the right. SpinCycle, 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 SpinCycle. I'm stepping out.
So she has faith, and I believe she just relied on God and put it in God's hands, and let God, deal with the situation and uplift her and watch over us at the same time.
No, that's just the link up top. Keep going.
Okay, yeah, that was the link up top. So, yeah, she, watching her, like I said, watching her deal with it was very tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, anytime you lose somebody, it's always a tough situation. But to have somebody take their life and then to be blamed for it, I think that was almost the hardest thing I had to see my mom deal with, it being blamed for the decision that my father made. And that was very tough, because like I say, now that I'm older and I'm grown, like I say, then 11, I wasn't understanding none of that. But now that I'm older and I actually know, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's that definitely had to be hard. Like, I've seen my mother cry behind the situation of being blamed for it. But like I said, it was nothing that I could blame her for, because all relationships don't work out. They were going through some things, and I mean, another part of it that I believe really weighed on my father was at the time this had happened in I want to say 90 when he took his life. 89, around 88, 89, we had a house fire on Easter morning, and a house burned down. And I'm just keeping it all real. My mother's mother, my grandmother, she allowed us to come and stay with her. And my father and his mom, they had a little falling out behind the situation of us staying with them. I was young. I really don't know, what was said behind that. I just know they kind of had stopped talking. And my father was broke behind that, because, anytime you and your mother are beefing to the point to where y'all not talking, that hurts. And then my grandmother ended up dying on my father's birthday. So he never got to tell her he loved her, and they never got to heal that wound. So I know that weighed on my father's mind so heavy and so tough, that you never got to have closure, with your mom. So, and like I said, she died on his birthday.
Older brother, right? So you the youngest.
Yes, I'm the youngest. I have, excuse me, I have an older sister that she just passed maybe about 2 years ago. I had an older sister. She was about 16 at the time, and I have an older brother. So being me stepping in the role of being the man, like at that time, I was still the child. So me stepping up was. I don't believe I was in that mind frame yet of being a man that young. Like I say, I was still a child doing childly things, But like I say, I can remember my sister had went to Stonewall, but this was right around the time my pops, had committed suicide. He I guess was talking about it, and like I say, she knew more about it than I did. She had took his gun and put it in her book bag, so like he didn't shoot himself or something. And she went to school, and there's somebody in the school, I guess, seen it, so they came and they pretty much, what I'm saying, guy, how like a gun in school is, what I'm saying, like all they knew about was she got a gun in school, so they thinking she gonna shoot up the school, this, that, and the third. So they're panicking, what I'm saying. But I remember her having to go and explain it to them on why she had the gun there, and like the whole situation was very it's very hard because like I've seen my pops lose it, and you know, like he was gone way before that. What did I say?
I got you. Depression is overlooked a lot. This is from Diana. I feel that if you don't suffer, you don't understand it. I have been diagnosed since 16 and still have depression. I have highs and lows, but definitely feel society has a lack of understanding of mental health, especially in the Black community. Very true.
Very true. You know what I'm saying? And which I've been there, so I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? Actually, witnessing what you go through with depression has definitely opened up my eyes a lot to it. You know.
What's up, Mar?
And yeah, Donnie, like I said, I've seen you, and it's definitely opened up my eyes a lot. You've helped me in so many ways in understanding depression, and it's still things about it that I don't understand. What's up, Shamari? And yeah, you never know what people are going through, man. And I mean, that's the sad thing about it is so many people hold it in, and it's too late before they let it out. You know, instead of going to somebody and talking to them, you know, it's like I almost say like people's pride won't let them discuss things, and to me it hurts because it could have been a savior if it could have been a savior if you had just talked to somebody and you know that they might could have saved your life.
It's good and bad, D. Ain't no or, and.
yeah, it's definitely, you know, it's definitely good and bad, I feel.
Yeah,
because you know, sometimes you understand it, but then you don't, you know, and it takes somebody going through it to you know make you understand it. Because for a long time, I definitely didn't understand it. It took me a long time to understand it. So, you know, as of now in my life, I'm a firm believer of depression. And like I say, I've always, you know, like just the fact of suicide, it just going through what I was going through, it definitely opened my eyes. But at times I was still just looking at suicide as a way out, not a depression. That's how I was looking at it, as it's a way out. And you know, like back to my father's case, I can remember being, you know, at that age and being in the basement, and my father and my mother was in a heated argument, and it was we had a fireplace at the time, and the fireplace is burning. You know what I'm saying? Like it was cold outside, so you know the wood fire is burning in there, and the argument they were having, I can't remember it. I just remember being there, present, and I can remember my father almost literally, you know, like putting my mother in the fireplace while the fire is burning, and I had to jump up and run to him, you know, and like grab him. And it's kind of like he snapped out or whatever he was, you know, what he was dealing with. At the same time, though, he had pushed me down, and you know, I fell, I'm crying, I'm doing all of that, and but at the same time, it snapped him out of it, and you know, I can't even really remember if he apologized or what, but I know it snapped him out of it, and they, you know, had went their separate ways from that night. And I could also remember hearing a story of my father trying to kill himself in front of mother. Like he locked her in the garage and took a chain and was, you know,